Okay, everybody, well, Broadway's biggest stars hit the red carpet in show-stopping looks for the Tony Awards that went down last night in New York City. So we're gonna break down our favorite or standout looks on the red carpet last night, and we'll kick it off with you, Lanes.
I could not stop looking at Lupita Nyong'o, and specifically because she wanted me to. Exactly. Lupita's body. Okay, I couldn't stop looking at Lupita's body, which I feel I'm okay to say.
Can we show this on daytime?
Yeah, we just did.
We
just did.
I asked, but when I picked her, I asked our producer, I was like, are we allowed, do we have to blur out the, and he was like, this is art. And because it's not the same tone of her skin. But the thing is, okay, so I just want to explain what this is. It's a breastplate. It was created for her by a designer. Her name is Misha Japamwala. And she specializes in this collection that she's called, it's showing in New York right now. The collection is called Traces of Shamelessness. The whole point of this collection of art is for women to stop being made to feel ashamed of their bodies. And
boom, love it.
So the thing about this and Misha's work, the artist, is that we've seen breastplate before. Like, remember Zendaya's breastplate?
Yeah.
And that actually does look like armor, but this looks like skin. I thought this was paint because you can see the texture of the skin. You know how you get goosebumps when you're cold? She's like, she's created this, like,
on her body.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I
So
was
it really looks like her
shocked
body.
when I saw it last night. I was flipping by. I was like, what is going on here? And first of all, her head looks amazing. The head
Is that a real tattoo? Is that real?
Like, no, it's just makeup.
She's
makeup, okay.
effortlessly cool at all times. I just wondered if this is the right fit for the Tony Awards. That was although it is theatrical.
Yes.
There's something to be said for that. It felt to me a little bit more like Met Gala. You know, Met Gala is always about the story behind.
It's interesting you say that. Like, I think that for the Tony Awards, and especially for theater and Broadway, last night's theme of the show, there was history made. I know we're going to talk about that later, but also there was a strong theme of pushing back against anti-Semitism during the show with the victory of two productions that really pushed back. Also, the theme of the night was being proud in who you are and not being told to be afraid and not being told to, like, cover your color and yourself under fear. Yep. So I think that was 100% very much of the Tonys and Broadway. Also, you could argue it was like super gay, super queer, and that's Broadway. And
absolutely. Well, speaking of super queer, I chose Barry Manilow.
There you go.
I have been a Fanilow forever, since I was 6 years old. And for those of you who are too young to know who he is, let me just tell you, this is a man who turns 80 in a week or so. He's had 13 #1 songs. He sold more than 85 million records. And you know what? Like, he was there and he's looking happy in his fancy jacket, but I just think it's important on Pride Month to remember this is a man who was in the closet for, people who knew, but he was not outwardly gay, even though he had been in a relationship with his current partner since 1978. Yeah. He felt that he couldn't come out because it would have impacted his career. He came out officially, I think, in 2017. And I just love, he's out, he's proud, he's healthy, he's almost 80. Give a round of applause.
Super gay! Super gay! Super gay!
Wow, what a night. Okay, I'm gonna go a little bit of a different angle. I'm going with someone who probably you don't know, maybe some of his work you do know. He's a costume designer and set designer. He was actually the first person of color ever to win a Tony for costume design. And he is a Filipino-American named Clint Ramos. So take a look at what he was wearing last night. Like, I love this. The audience is silent.
Yeah.
So to me, there's an androgyny about this that I really, really love because he is a set designer, a costume designer. I love the white. Oh, now you see it.
They couldn't,
you couldn't see it. Sorry.
That was it.
Sorry.
Now you see the impact.
Now we can see it. Sorry, you guys couldn't see it. I'm very, very sorry. So what I love about this is I love a cape moment, but it's almost like cape arms meets the cape back. I love the wide leg. There's a plunging. Oh, it is caped arms. Oh my gosh, I love it even more now.
Yeah.
So Clint Ramos, I just want to also shout out to all my fellow Filipinos because today is Filipino Independence Day. You know that. You know that. So mabuhay A big day in the community. So for him, the fact that he was the first person of color to ever win for costume design, and he's been doing this for decades. And he only won that a couple of years ago. I think it was in 2016. So like, I'm glad that the Tonys caught up to time. And he has worked with the biggest actors, Bradley Cooper, Allison Janney, Jake Gyllenhaal. I mean, do the whole list. He's done them all. So the fact that he's going from sort of behind the scenes to in front of the scenes, I'm so happy on this Filipino Independence Day. So congratulations.
Yeah, fabulous, fabulous. Okay, so my turn.
Yes.
All right, so I feel like when you're gonna do a red carpet, you need to show up and show out. You can wear a nice dress to church, but when you're doing a red carpet, I wanna see the drama, I wanna bring everything. And one person understood the assignment, and that is Jay Harrison G. Take a look at this outfit that he wore.
Oh,
yes.
wow.
Now let me get this right. This is a custom Jerome Lamar Rice. The jewelry's by Lisa Nick. This aquamarine blue color really just the color alone lights up the carpet. The jewelry on the neck, it was more is more with this outfit. I love the high top fade, the drop curls on the side, the makeup was popping. Everything was to perfection. And not only did he kill it on the red carpet, this was also, as Lainey had just mentioned, a historic night because he was the first openly non-binary actor to win a Tony. He is in the Broadway show, Some Like It Hot. And his speech was wonderful, and he talked about just being seen. And right now, there's a lot of negative conversation going on about the LGBTQ plus community. So it was so nice to see him being celebrated and for him to say, I was standing in my truth and I love who I am. And what was even more beautiful was that his mother, who had always championed him and supported him, was also there in the audience, and he thanked her. All in all, he was a double winner. The outfit was fabulous, the night was fabulous, his historicness was fabulous, and he wasn't by himself. There was another actor in the Broadway show, Shucked. His name is Alex Newell. He's also a non-binary actor who also won, who was also accompanied by his mother. And you know, he said something during his speech that his speech was wonderful.
I think they go by they, them? They, them?
They, them.
Interchangeable.
Yes.
Interchangeable?
Especially with Alex, interchangeable pronouns.
Yeah, and what was great is Alex during his speech said, I'm not supposed to be here. I'm a fat, black, baby, queer, non-binary from Massachusetts. I'm not supposed to be here. And I was like, no, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. When you're this talented, that's what it should be about. And his speech was wonderful. The night was so historic, so kudos to everybody but Jay Harrison. Gee, honey, shut that carpet down.
Yeah. Love it.
Thanks for watching. We've got lots more discussion and debates on everything from food and fashion to pop culture and current events. Don't forget to click like and subscribe.